Hey Sagittarius, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings. Take what works, leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. And if I don't catch your wavelength or storyline here, check your other major placements. We're going to start off with the Oracle deck, which just produced a giant chunk of stuff, and I just was too giant. So we put it back, and we're going to see if we can't get a little more specific. Okay, and then we're going to move on to a more traditional tarot spread. All right, so, oh my goodness. Okay. There's a lot of people involved. There's a big crowd of people. A little disconcerting in these times, but there's a crowd of people here. There's a lot of people. We have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. So hanging out with people that you really vibe with, really get along with, really understand you, you understand them. There's a good vibing energy here. Hanging out with some people, maybe working with people. There's at least one other person, maybe more, here that you really connect with, that you really have that spark of connection with. That doesn't necessarily mean you're soulmates or anything, but there is like a sense of some people we just spark with, some people we just immediately sort of have a sense of recognition or a sense of connection. So there's one or more people here that you'll be connecting with that maybe even bring a piece of the puzzle of who you are back to you in a way, I want to say, help you understand yourself a bit better. And then we have Council of Light, another big group of people. These are huddled around you, helping you on your path, helping you connect with your divine purpose, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtler realms. So one thing with these cards here, I see that your intuition may lead you to a group that you vibe with, or lead you to people or to some sort of event where you connect with a part of yourself at this event. There's some sort of divine orchestration. It's you're being guided to a place. You're being guided to people that are here to help you, maybe bring you up to the next level. It's always very exciting when you meet someone or where they have the next bit of information, or they can connect some of the dots of things that you've been working on or thinking about, and they have that connection. They can connect the dots for you. They're maybe, at least in one part of their life, in one way, a step ahead of you and helping you, and they can help bring, maybe even inadvertently, maybe not even like I'm helping you, but just like, oh yeah, I know about this, or something like that. So there's some sort of connection here. You're connecting with somebody. There's the timing's just right, your intuition, and you don't have to second guess something. You don't have to be like, should I go there? Is that it? Is that it? It's just like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Because we also have Starseed, what lights you up. What do you want to do? Just keep following this. You're meeting people along the way, guides, helpers. Guides are either helping you find your tribe, or part of your tribe is going to be these guides. And by tribe, I mean just people, and it can be individuals, not necessarily a whole group, that you just connect with really well, that you, that you're connecting with, that bring you back to parts of yourself. So you're not necessarily looking for an intuitive hit. It's just, what do you want? What do you want to do? What lights you up? What are you interested in? Go take a class, go start doing that thing, go get involved in whatever you're interested in. You're going to meet some people there that you need to meet. But it has to be genuine. You're not trying to figure out like, what kind of people do I want to meet? Where would they be at? You're like, what do I feel like doing today, right now? Where do I feel like going? What do I feel like getting involved in? What do I feel like, what's calling me? Because there's something, it's important. It's very important what's calling you, even if it seems weird or you're never going to meet people that way, or you're never going to meet someone in some part of your tribe, your soul tribe here, somebody important that way. It just, don't overthink it. Don't think too much about it. Just go towards what you want, envision what you want, go towards it. And these people are going to be coming in as either like actual helpers, or just helpers as in like refilling your cup, refilling your spirit? Are they here for a day, for a moment? Maybe. Are they here for a long time? Maybe. The longevity of this connection is not certain, but there is going to be a connection. You are going to connect with somebody. You're meant to connect with this person, but how you find them and how you get there is simply by going towards something that you want. What lights you up? What's exciting to you? What's something exciting that you can do? For instance, I'm taking sailing lessons. I realized that was very exciting. I'm astrologically a sailboat, just water and air. So I was, how did it take? I don't know. My personal Instagram is just sailboats. Pictures is a lot of, I don't know why I did not connect these, but this is something that lights me up and makes me very happy and excited. I love the wind and the water all together, working together and working with those energies together. I think it's going to be really exciting. A little bit scary, but really exciting. So something like that, but you're gonna have something where you're like, oh, I like that. I actually like doing that. And you'll meet people along the way that you're connecting with. You're gonna make some good friends this way. And maybe you don't see how, but don't worry about it. They'll come in. Energy is gaining momentum. So I think you actually already kind of know what you want to do. You want to go try out theater, even though you're 65, go try out theater, even though you're 65. You're going to meet some people. You're going to have a good time. You're going to have a good time with people, but you already know. I don't think this is a mystery or a sudden, the energy is gaining momentum. You're getting there. You're going to get there. You're figuring out some stuff. You see what you want. You're headed towards what you want. And you're going to meet some people. You're going to get some help along the way, getting there. All right, Sagittarius. This is your past, your present, your inner landscape. What's at issue? Your environment, to-do list, possible outcome. You already know. Because in your recent past, we have the Sun card here. We have clarity, happiness. You've already connected with something that you knew you wanted, you knew was exciting. Definitely what lights you up. What lights you up? The sun. You know what lights you up. Something has really caught your attention. It's very clear that you like this thing, or maybe even this person. It's very clear that you like it. There's no hiding it. It literally lights you up. Not literally, but it lights you up, and it's exciting, and it's you can see it, right? She's seeing it. She's peeking. It's almost like, oh, that's so exciting. So yeah, you've peaked it. You've peaked what's exciting, and it was really clear to you. So we're not talking about some mystery. We're talking about a question. Maybe you need to answer the question in order to get the clarity, but it's clear, some part of your heart, some part of your soul, it's really clear what you want here. You've seen it. You've seen it. And your current situation, the Chariot, which I love too, because this is gaining momentum. Right? Things are moving slowly, but they're moving. You're changing, your capabilities are changing, your ideas are changing, and your movement is changing, your motion is changing. So it's changing the way you move. The spiral is about growth. It's about repeated patterns, but growing through those repeated patterns and becoming more and more capable the more we encounter a situation. So this is about movement. The Chariot can be about movement. This is about slow and steady progress. Slow and steady progress, but I do feel like the energy is gaining momentum. Right now, we may be moving at a snail's pace, but we will be gaining. But we have direction. That's what I love about this card too. Is there's a very clear direction. We know we're going to this castle on a hill here. We know where we're headed. It's clear. It's obvious. We already know that. It may be moving slowly, but we are going there. This may be going for a trip, going for a journey. This may be, but it is about movement and moving towards a goal, and sort of things lining up, both where you're at mentally and the opportunities in your environment kind of lining up finally, and being in the same vicinity, being able to work together, things lining up and coming together and vibing together so that motion can happen and movement can happen. Your hopes, your fears, your inner landscape, this just showed up for Scorpio. The High Priestess card. This is about spirituality. This is about what can be revealed, what can be known, what cannot be known. This is usually the High Priestess. In most other positions is my tarot deck card. It's the card of the deck itself. And the deck is saying, I'm not telling you. You have to figure it out yourself. Or I'm going to tell you some things, but not everything, because it's very important. The process of figuring things out is very important for our growth, right? So that whole process is absolutely crucial for our personal development, is that we figure some things out by themselves. It's like a child learning how to speak. And they're like, ma, 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 and they're creating the neural pathway to be able to say mom, right? They're creating that. But if we always jump in, and this is tarot saying, I'm not going to jump in and say mom for you. You have to create that neural pathway, and I need you to create that neural pathway. I need you to learn how to do this on your own. Learn how to say mom, because if I keep correcting you, keep jumping in with the proper word, keep filling in the blanks, then you never have to bridge that gap. You never have to learn that thing if someone's always there with the answer. And so we let the baby say ma, 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 and we let them go through that process. And it's an exciting process to watch. But there are other times, you know, as the child grows, you'll be tempted to be like, oh no, put the blocks like this, right? But it's absolutely crucial that the child itself learns how to put the blocks. Not absolutely crucial, but you know, it's an important, you know, skill to learn, and for for control over limbs and all of that, it's an important development that they need to do themselves. So a lot of times when this High Priestess shows up, that's what it means to me, is that there's something that you have to figure out yourself. She doesn't want to tell you. And maybe it's this question, like maybe it's this question of what lights you up. And that's something you have to figure out. It's coordinating now. It's all coming together now. But you need to be clear about it. You need to understand what it is that you want. What are your hopes? What are your fears? She doesn't want to tell you what they are. She wants you to do that work yourself, because there's something important about your development that happens when you do that work yourself. So that's a bit of the High Priestess here. The High Priestess can also is about what can be revealed, what cannot be revealed. Like we can show a child how to stack the blocks, or how to stack blocks, and isn't that interesting, how to stack blocks, but we don't do it for the child. We can show the child, but we're not gonna like do it for the child, because the child, for their own motor development, needs to be able to do that. So, or, you know, similar like activities. I'm just thinking, why am I thinking about cultures where they might not have blocks to stack, right? Like very primitive cultures. Maybe that's why we're so advanced, as we all learned. We got blocks first, and then we learned how to stack them. I'm just kidding. So there's something here about what can be known and what cannot be known. So maybe there's just parts of yourself that you really don't know. I mean, it could also be being afraid of the unknown, realizing and understanding that there's only so much you can know about this process, and being a little bit worried about the unknown. Okay, you've got this great idea, you're moving towards it, and there's a lot of unknown here. There's a lot that you don't know, and this is, there's a lot you don't know, and you're really acknowledging that, really understanding how much you don't know. You know some things, yeah, that's true. But there's a lot you don't know too. So you could be just kind of grappling with that concept of how much you don't know, how much there is to learn about a situation, how much you'll never know. And then in your, what the situation is this King of Pentacles not being successful. So somebody here hasn't been successful. Somebody here, maybe somebody here lost a lot of money, in some sort of, like the King of Pentacles is in the reverse is going to be a rash. It could be like gambling losses or something like that. Just sort of having taken a chance, taken a gamble, and really lost, and lost quite a bit. So there's a person in this situation who has not been successful, but has like lost ground, has experienced a financial or job loss, someone that was on top that is no longer on top here, or someone who was very sloppy with their management of their money and lost a lot of it, or someone that just hasn't been successful. An unsuccessful leader. It could be one of those situations where the boss is like the least competent person of the entire team. And everyone else just kind of does all the work. He looks successful, but doesn't actually know what he's doing. I'm thinking Dilbert, sort of. The manager from Dilbert, the boss from Dilbert. So there's some kind of crappy boss, or someone that has lost a lot, lost power, lost money, lost a position, was in leadership and lost the leadership position. And this could be you. This could be the situation you're dealing with. I get the sense that this king was at one point successful. That's how he became a king. And then had quite a few losses stack up here. And then in your environment, we have 3 of Wands. We have reasons for faith, reasons to have hope, and reasons to believe in something. There are some reasons here. So this person may not present as someone that you would very obviously go towards with a lot of reasons to have faith in them. I mean, look, they kind of like really fucked it up. Like they may have had a good run for a while, and then something came on, and either they messed it up or it got messed up, or something happened to them that got messed up. But so this isn't someone you would normally put faith in. You wouldn't look at this and be like, yes, that seems very logical to have faith in this person that completely screwed everything up, that was in charge of things and lost it all. But this here, this is that there is some sort of reason to have faith. Is it in this person? But if this is you, you still have reasons to have faith. There's a lot within you still. You don't have to just identify with the failure part. You don't have to just identify with the loss. You can identify with some other part of yourself. Like if you've failed, if you've had losses, it's not that's not all of who you are. There are other parts of you that are successful. There are other parts of you that are doing just fine. And this may be focusing on those parts of you. There's a reason to have faith. Something in your environment, there's a reason to have faith in this person. Like maybe they really screwed the pooch. They really shit the bed. They really messed something up. But there's like still some sort of reason to have faith in them, right? And I take that under precaution. There's I'm not saying go have faith in every single individual who's experienced massive failures, but for whatever reason, this is a suggestion, something in your environment. There is a reason to have faith in this person, because maybe this whole failure wasn't entirely them, or maybe it was them, but they've changed and there's evidence for that. So this could also be looking for evidence in your environment to have faith in a person or in a situation, looking for that evidence. Your to-do list, strength. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't give in to your fears. Having strength in this faith, staying strong. You're headed someplace. The energy's gaining momentum. You're headed someplace that you want. You're going someplace that you want. And this is to stay strong. Have patience. Stay strong, right? If you're dealing with this person and you have reasons to have faith, we don't leap towards them. But we remain strong. We remain faithful to what we want. There's something here that requires a lot of strength, inner strength, patience. You've connected to something, and it may be a little ill-advised, but it wants you to stay with it for a while. This is kind of a little bit of a strange reading, right? Because we don't want to stay in, abusive relationships. We don't want to stay in things and we don't need to stay with people that, can't seem to that have made huge mistakes in their lives. Right. So this is cautionary. Take this under as take this. This is a cautionary to-do list. I'm very cautious about this to-do list. Strength is always really interesting because sometimes it's stronger to quit and stick with your vision, and sometimes it's stronger to stay. And sometimes people that stay in difficult situations or bad situations do so because they imagine they're being strong, right? Life's hard, life's difficult, relationships are hard, relationships are difficult. And we feel that we're being very strong to stay with a difficult situation, when in fact it's very foolish and the situation will never change, the person will never change, and it's actually a little bit dangerous to sort of delude ourselves that this is strength, that staying is strength. Leaving can also be strength. So I find the strength card to be a little bit confusing, but I would take it under advisement with all these other cards here. But this is staying strong, staying devoted to something that does bring you joy, continuing on the path that you're on. You're going somewhere, you're headed somewhere, the energy is gaining momentum, and you need to have some strength. This is going to require some stamina and some strength on your part. So engaging with that strength. Right? It can be very strong to leave a situation, and it can be very strong to stay in a situation. So, but staying strong. There is something slightly ill-advised about the situation. Like, doesn't make a lot of sense, right? To like tame a lion. Like, why the hell would you do that? Why would you tame a lion? But she's dressed up as a lion, and she's really devoted to this process, to taming this beast. So staying strong, maybe not losing your cool in a situation. Maybe there is a big failure and you're being asked to not lose your cool. Keep your cool. Possible outcome, the Empress. Could be going solo, being single, but this is a lot of strength, a lot of inner power, a lot of abundance, a lot of success. Very successful. This is, abundance, having more than enough. Being able to stand on your own 2 feet and flourish. The Empress is a bit of a solo vibe. She's doing it, and she's doing it by herself. And she's more than abundant. She has more than enough. More than enough. She is enough. She is not sort of wallowing in her losses or in her... she's not focused on a sense of inadequacy, on where she may be, what do I want to say? She's not focused on her unworthiness, which this person definitely would after an event like that or a situation like that. She's focused on her worthiness, on her own self-worth. And she understands that it begins to come effortlessly. Like maybe a sense of your own worthiness and your own self-worth, despite this, is very difficult, but you need to hold on to it and you will break through to the other side and effortlessly have that sense of empowerment and self-worth. I love it. Look at this. We've got the High Priestess and the Empress. A lot of very strong feminine energy here. Creative force. This is interesting because this is all kind of a solo endeavor, but then we also have this great gathering and council of light. We have a lot of people there around you. You have a lot of support as you go through this, as you deal with this. All right, so Sagittarius, I hope that was helpful for you. Thanks for your likes, subscribes, and comments, and we'll see you guys in probably a fortnight.